It was an ordinary Tuesday, the kind of day where people rush, barely looking up, counting the minutes until the end of their shift. A small cafe on the corner smelled of fresh coffee. The soft hum of conversations blended with quiet music. Behind the counter, Michael, the barista, wiped down the counter, glancing occasionally at the customers. He always said, "Every day, someone comes in with a story." That's when the door opened. But it wasn't a person. It was a gray cat. Not dirty. Just the soft gray of the city's streets after rain, with attentive eyes and slightly flattened ears. He paused at the doorway, looked around, and took a careful step inside. Then another. No one spoke. No one moved. Michael whispered, "Did you see that?" The cat walked calmly, like he had somewhere very specific to go. He stopped at the table by the window, where a woman sat alone, staring out at the street. Her name was Emma. Emma, 40 years old, looked ordinary from the outside. But inside, she was carrying months of exhaustion, heartbreak, and doubt. The past few months had been relentless. Her long-time job had ended unexpectedly. The silence of her home felt too loud after her divorce, and hope felt like a word that no longer applied to her. The cat jumped onto the chair next to her and just looked at her. She flinched slightly. "Are you serious?" she whispered. The cat blinked slowly, trustingly, and in that moment, something inside her softened. He curled up on her lap and purred, not loudly but confidently, just like cats do when they feel completely safe. People began to notice. Someone quietly brought him a little croissant. He sniffed it politely and then ignored it completely. Michael chuckled softly. "Looks like he's not here for the pastries," he said. Emma laughed quietly. "Seems like it," she replied. People began to smile. Someone pulled out their phone. Someone whispered, "This is so sweet." Michael placed a small bowl of water nearby. "Looks like he's decided to stay," he said with a smile. A few minutes passed, and the cafe seemed different. Warmer. Calmer. People spoke more softly, smiled more often. It was as if the cat had brought something with him that had been missing for a long time. Then a little girl approached the table. Her name was Lily. She held her mother's hand and stared at the cat as if she had just witnessed a miracle. "Mom," she whispered, "does he live here now?" Her mother smiled. "I don't know, sweetie. Maybe he just came to visit." The cat stood up and gently touched Lily's hand with his nose. Lily gasped. "He's so kind." And in that moment, something shifted. It was as if everyone in the cafe understood. This was no ordinary cat. "What if he doesn't have a home?" Lily asked quietly. Silence. Michael felt his chest tighten. He remembered all the times he had felt lost himself. Then he said softly, "We can help him find one." Heads nodded. Phones were already being pulled out. Someone quietly said, "I can bring food." Within an hour, a photo of the cat appeared in the local community group. The caption was simple, "This little guy chose us. Can we help him find a home?" The response was instant. Messages, comments, offers of help flooded in. People shared the story as if it were something personal. Emma stared at the screen, feeling something stir inside her. It was as if life was giving her another chance, small, warm, and purring. She looked at the cat and suddenly realized he hadn't come to be saved. He had come to save her. In that moment, when the world felt too loud and too heavy. He simply sat there. No words.
No promises.
Just presence. Just soft paws and a quiet heartbeat that reminded her. She was alive. She still felt. She still mattered. And then she whispered, "If you want, you can come with me." He stood, looked at her, and walked into her world. Sometimes angels don't have wings. Sometimes they have tails. And sometimes they arrive exactly when we need them most.